Hey, how's everyone doing? This is the next video of my failed consoles. The Panasonic 3DO, right? So you can see, right, the Panasonic 3DO, right? It looks fantastic. I have to say that. That's one of the best things about it. It looks awesome. It's a CD-ROM based system. It's the real 3DO interactive multiplayer, right? FC1. There's a cool logo and all, as you can see. There's a power button and an open and close button, So the Trip Hawkins, right, the founder of EA, right, he came up with the idea for the 3DO system, okay? But 3DO didn't actually make the consoles themselves. They gave out the specs to other companies to make. Like Panasonic is only one of the companies that make the 3DO system. Sanyo is another company that makes the 3DO, and Gold Star. Now they all look different, but they're all CD-ROM based systems. They all have the same specs. They all just look different. Now, in my opinion, if people are out there interested in getting a 3DO, the Panasonic FC1 3DO is the best one to get. Because it looks the best. It has a black marble top. It looks awesome, but it's the best system to get if you want to play all the 3DO games. Now, what I mean by that is, right, one of the great things about the 3DO, right, it plays official games like this, but it also plays copied games. Right? You can just see there's no copy protection on the 3DO, so you can go on the internet. You can download a game or burn them onto a disc and play them, so you can get free games. So that's awesome, So the FC1 is compatible with all the games. So in my opinion, if you're gonna get a 3DO, get the FC1 Panasonic. Now it's only got one controller part, right? Now I would have preferred if it had two, like most other consoles, but they didn't do that, right? So what 3DO? See, 3DO. This is the 3DO controller, right? Which is pretty decent, right? And it's a nice long wire. But if you want to play two-player games, you have to plug the second-player controller into the first controller. So it was unique in that sense, I don't remember any other console doing that if you want to play two-player games. But it's a cool controller, has a lot of media functions, stop play and all that. Has shoulder buttons, so it's a very nice controller with a nice long wire. And it has a headphone jack and a volume knob, so you can plug headphones into it. So in terms of controllers, it's fucking pretty damn good in my opinion, for the time, I believe the 3DO could play video CDs. I'm not too sure about that one, but I think it could. So, I mean, it could play music CDs and it could play games, So, it's awesome. I mean, it looks well. I mean, the controller and all, right? But, the main failing point behind the 3DO was its price. 700 quid. And it was, really expensive. And it was going up against the Super Nintendo, the Sega Mega Drive, the Atari Jaguar, the Philips CDI. It was too expensive, and the games on the 3DO weren't that impressive. The hardware was new at the time, CD-ROM technology, and it just didn't take off yet. Unfortunately, CD-ROM technology, in my opinion, didn't take off until the PlayStation came out. We had the Philips CDI, which tried it, it didn't work out. We had the 3DO, we had the Mega CD, the TurboGrafx 16, that had a CD attachment, which I think worked pretty well because of the games it was playing. The games on it were pretty awesome, in my opinion. But the 3DO, the games on it just weren't good enough for the price that they were asking for. Like full motion video games, crap like that, Sherlock Holmes and other shit like that, just wasn't good enough in my opinion, And like Need for Speed, a lot of EA's games came out on it, which were good. Namco games came out, so it had some third party support. So the 3DO, it had better support than the Atari Jaguar had in terms of third party support, and it was more it was more reliable, I think. But it's all a matter of opinion, you know. Some people are going to prefer the Atari Jaguar's library of games. Some people are going to prefer the 3DO library of games. But I had more support, you know, and that's the thing. But unfortunately, because it was so expensive and the games weren't that impressive looking, like, yeah. Sorry about that, I'll continue. So, yeah, I mean, the 3DO, it was just too expensive and the games weren't impressive enough. That's the main final point behind it. Like I said, you can get a site like all the EA games that were on the Mega Drive and the Super Nintendo and other systems, which were better versions of them games, in my opinion. Like Need for Speed and Road Rash were better versions on other systems that cost a lot cheaper. So, like I said, this was like a guinea pig. People didn't want to take the risk of something brand new and untested, so they weren't willing to gamble. And it was, now the thing that made the 3DO appealing was it was cheaper to make games for it because the licensing fees were so low compared to Sega and Nintendo. But no one wanted to take the risk because the technology was like new at the time, and no one wanted to fucking risk it because it was they're too comfortable with the sales that they were making on the Super Nintendo and the Sega Mega Drive. It's unfortunate. Now, the 3DO has a lot of connection features. Has S-Video, has SCART lead. So the sound and picture quality out of the 3DO is pretty damn good. But the plug is hardwired into the system, so that's a strange design choice. The last time I seen it like that was on the Atari 2600 with the AV cable, with the AV lead. Or athlete, I should say. So yeah, I mean, I had a lot of expansions planned for it that never came out. In my opinion, I don't know if they ever did come out because it was a failure. Like, you know, they came out in 93, 92, 92, 93, and it was pretty much finished by early 1995. And then the Sega Saturn came out and the Sony PlayStation. So it has a lot of expansion parts. I don't know if anything came out for them because it was a failure, like I said, because it was just too expensive. That was the failing point. But it was a better console than the Philips CDI because it had a better game library, in my opinion. But it was the price, you know. So that was the failing point, really. But it's a good looking system. It has some good games. It's just, okay, nowadays it's pretty cheap to get a Panasonic 3DO compared back in the day. Like back in the day, you're talking 700, 800 quid. Now in Ireland, it was hard to get one of these things. It really was, for some reason. And when I did come across it in Virgin Megastore, which is a shop that's gone, it was fucking $8.50, which I wasn't willing to shell that sort of money out. No one was, you know. So no one cared about it. No one bought it because of that reason. But nowadays, it's cheap enough. But I wouldn't recommend it. There's just not enough on it to justify getting one, in my opinion, you know. Now, this is the reason why I want to get the 3DO. I got mine in 2012, right? Damn, right? Now, this is what the, it comes in an ARM CD case like this. Now, I have the disc inside the system because Doom is the only game that it's the only game that I want to play on. But this is a bad version of the game, unfortunately. Now it has kick-ass music, it has great music. Now you can't change the size of the screen, but the frame rate is so fucking bad. It's really bad. And I mean the controls are very delayed, so that really hurts the experience of playing this game. So unfortunately, the Doom in the 3DO is not a great version of the game, unfortunately. You know. But this is an official game, but you can just download this game and burn it onto a disc if you want it, you know. So yeah, it's still Doom. It's still playable. It's just a bad version, unfortunately. Now the thing is with the 3DO, right, the disc came in normal cases like this, right, but then they came in this big, huge, long cardboard boxes, really, really big, for whatever reason. I guess they think bigger is better, but so you have the disc inside a normal CD case like this, and then the big huge fucking cardboard box, like, you know, it was stupid. Like, you see how big the PS3 games are? A lot bigger. They wouldn't fit in the shelf. They were that long, like, you know. And but that's the way it is, like. So like I said, like, I had third parties apart. It's just you could get these games on pretty much any other console for a lot cheaper. So that was, so there was no point in getting them on the 3DO, in my opinion. In my opinion. So there's nothing else I can say about it. It's just no one was willing to take the risk in developing games for it, because this was the guinea pig, and it cost £700 to test it out, so it was too expensive, you know. But it looks cool, like I said. It has great picture and sound, so it has some good aspects, but overall it's a failed console. It didn't sell well, it didn't do well, and that's just the fact of the matter. Would I recommend it? No. No, it's just not worth it. There's not enough good games on it. Like the Starblade, there's Need for Speed, Road Rash, which are good, but you can get them on any other, like the Mega CD, the Sega Mega Drive, the Super Nintendo, for a lot cheaper, you know what I mean, and they run better, in my opinion, even though this is a more advanced, this is a 32-bit system. But the games on it are full motion video crap that was already out on the Mega CD. There wasn't enough good games on it, in my opinion, like. Now, I think Street Fighter 2 came out for this, which is pretty cool. So it has some good games, like I said. I mean, I prefer this over the Philips CDI because it has a game library, a good game library. It's just too expensive to enjoy it, in my opinion. But you can play boring CDs, you can play boring games, which is awesome. But a lot of the games, like I said, are Sherlock Holmes, full motion video fucking crap. There's just not enough to justify it, in my opinion, you know. But it looks cool. In my opinion, if you're interested, get it. But overall, it's just not worth it, in my opinion. I say this, so it has like the 3DO has more better games than the 3DO does, but at the end of the day, this is more expensive than the Atari Jaguar nowadays, but the Atari Jaguar has also gone up in price on eBay, so it's up to you. But it's just a shame, you know. Who knows? Like, if the 3DO came out at $250 or $150, a normal price like every other console, it probably would have done a lot better. But the fact that it came out £700, £800, and it has a mediocre library games with a few good games, it's just not good enough, you know, unfortunately. So that's it for the Panasonic 3DO. In my opinion, if anyone out there is interested in getting a 3DO, get the Panasonic FC1 if you want to get the best compatibility with all the games and it looks cool and shit. But Doom was not good, unfortunately. I was hoping it would be, but it's not. In my opinion, it just runs bad, the controls are bad. But in my opinion, okay. So that's the end of this episode. I can't think of anything else to say. 3DO was just a failed console, unfortunately, but it's better than the Philips CDI, in my opinion. Is it better than the Atari Jaguar? That's a matter of opinion, you know. It has more games than the Jaguar. I think I say it does because it was out longer than the Jaguar. This came out before the Jaguar, so it's a toss up really between the Atari Jaguar and the Panasonic 3DO. Now the 3DO has this mad game called Killing Time, which is a first-person shooter. That is one of the strangest first-person shooting games I've ever played. It runs pretty well, but it's just strange. You're going around a fucking a maze garden. You know them rich people's houses that have like a big maze garden, but there's ducks walking around. You're shooting the fuck out of them fucking shotguns. You hear them quacking and crunching, which is pretty funny, but it's a bit ridiculous. You're going around for like half an hour or so shooting ducks. So, and then you get into this mansion and there's full motion video enemies out to get you, like butlers and maids and gardeners and shit like that. So it's strange, you know. But it just didn't have an epic on it, in my opinion. But they're my opinions, you know. So it's just that's the end of this thing of failed consoles, the Panasonic 3DO. So thanks for watching. If you're watching, what do you guys think? What's your opinion? You know, the 3DO, is it better than the Atari Jaguar? Is it worse? Is it better or worse than the Philips CDI? So, but that's my opinion on the Panasonic FC1 3DO. It looks cool, but it's just, I couldn't recommend it. I just couldn't recommend it because there's not enough epic games. So there's a few good games, but it's not worth it. But it's a good way to get a game for free, but who wants to do that? You know what I mean? Like, so they're my opinion. So it's just a fair console, and I'm sorry I actually got this, you know, because like Doom was the only game that Doom was the reason why I wanted to get it. If Doom never came out for this console, I wouldn't have gotten it. But I'm a Doom fan, so that's why I had to get it. So but I had to wait a long time for this to come down in price on eBay. It came down to $150 with this, and I got a bunch of copied games from some guy in England. Fair play to him. I wasn't expecting them copied games, them boring games. I thought all I was getting was this and the controller. The controller's pretty cool. So it's just unfortunate that it turned out to be a failure. You know, if it came out cheaper, like I said, if it had epic games like I don't know, it has Street Fighter 2, so it has something. That's what I'm saying to you, you know. So thanks for watching if you're watching, and I'll see you all later. So take care and bye bye.